Hello, Oddjob Viewer here, and today's little assembly job here we got is IKEA product again, and this here is called a Helmer, H-E-L-M-E-R, something like that. Helmer, it looks like this here, little chest of drawers. Article number 203.419.70. All right, and this one here, it seems like it kind of has a tape thing going around it. And so I'm just going to go ahead and take a little screwdriver here and bust through this tape and see what's inside. It seems like it's kind of like a cake thing, right? You lift off the top maybe after you've undid the tape. This might be a slight challenge. I don't know. It has a, or maybe I should say it's going to be a slight repetitive thing because it has a lot of drawers, it looks like, so maybe a lot of same things. All right, got that done, and behold the inside of the box. Right away I got some piece of cardboard here thing which I think is not needed. Let's set that aside, and way down here we got some instruction manuals. What do we need for Helmer? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I don't know. It's IKEA, so maybe it's Swedish. Maybe not. Oh, look at that guy. All we need here, friends, is a screwdriver, it says. Phillips. And don't be this guy all confused and not be able to do it. Call your store. And they'll send me over. Just kidding. Won't send me over. So we have parts. We got, looks like handles, wheels, 6 things of something, some screws there. So not a whole lot of different parts there. Right, I'll bust through this manual pretty quick with you. Maybe not. Okay, so this is looking like it has 17 steps. So my step one that I used to do was I just like to tear into it and see what's inside. Oh, first of all, this is a metal product. I don't know if I've assembled a metal product from IKEA before. Okay, so I have this protective stuff I'm getting through, and hopefully all these sheets have been taken care of and aren't, like, you know, sharp and stuff. But look at that. Before I start bending stuff, it has like these tabs. It's almost like a little origami project, along with metal. Which I have some of those, but that's a different show. Seems like it's light gauge, but so we got let's see, 2 of the same things so far. 3, 4, 5, and I think that's 6. 6 of those things, and I bet those are drawers. I just have a funny feeling about that. This right here, Helmer, shiny. This here I think is a top, or maybe the base. Does that sound for randomness? Oh, look at this. Something structural frame there. Set that aside. Set that over there. Bag of treasures. And it's a Ziploc, so I could reuse this again for something else. I'll just go ahead and unzip this and see what we got. Inside we got these wheels. Right, fancy. I wouldn't say they're very good for off-roading, but you know, in an office setting maybe. Probably not even good on carpet, you know, but not on wheels. Office setting, I think they'll be fine to go around on the floor. We've got these little handles here, I'm pretty sure is what they are. Set them aside. What else we got in this? 10,000 screws, or so. Ooh, we got this here, which is all by itself. In its own bag. That's pretty neat. Let's see what opens up this thing. This has pieces of paper. I bet these are labels. Without looking at the instruction stuff, I'm gonna say that those are labels. So I got wheels. I got looks like 6 handles, and I got 2 different types of screws. We got what I consider a bolt because it has a flat end there, and a screw because of the pointy end. You see those in there? Kinda, yeah. And what do we got here? This thing here. We call thunder. This to me looks like a side. I'll set it aside and oh, we got more frame pieces. Take those apart. When I say frame pieces, I actually mean they're probably runners for the drawers. Okay, so I'll set them aside somewhere else, and we got more of those, it looks like. This is going to take 5 years to get this thing put together, but I'm not afraid. And then we got this thing here, see? Considering this has no back to it, I bet this is the back of a drawer. Set it aside. This thing here, I'm betting this is the front of a drawer because it has a little spot here for that paper thing to go into. Kind of neat, huh? And look, another back. Front, back. Another one of these frame thingies. Set aside. Come to the odd job doer. More of these fronts and backs. Set them aside too. This is all real thin scale metal, but you know what? I've seen this product alive before, and it's not a bad product, I don't think. Okay, now we got a we got this thing here, don't need, and we got this thing here. This here's probably a back. Yeah, this one here is this side. This one's a back. So it's probably on one of those. Probably another side here somewhere. Good thing I don't clean up around here. There's other people for that. Just kidding. I do my own stunts, my own cleanup. Okay, so we got another side here. So then, step 1. What do we got here? Step 1. Oh, look, they have the carpet thing too. You put the sides down and you do it right, and you put the, well, I'll start with that. Put the sides down. Here's a side, and it looks like it goes this way. Well, I better be careful not to bend it all. And there's a side over here on guard. Other side will go mirror image to it. Right. So, if you look at it closely, you will see that down here there's little notches on this one, and over here, believe it or not, there's little notches on this side too. They're there. Just need better light. And then over here, you have little holes. And over here, little holes. Okay. So basically, these are the sides because they're deeper, and there are only 2 pieces of metal that look like that. And what will go in there is these here. You got 6 of them, it says. But I'm going to compare them to the other one. The other ones look the same. Could you believe that perhaps they do a little something like this? Yeah, all that action. So, these don't look like you can really mess up on them, but we'll find out here eventually. This has a tab like this, and another tab that goes down. This one goes down into something. This one goes into something. And so, I'm going to speculate that it goes a little something like this. Where are we at? The tab that goes into something goes on this back part, and the tab that goes down goes into the other part. So in and down. And yeah, they lock in. Is that good? Yeah, das is good. See? It's in there. That's in there. Now we got you up here. Let's try another one. So, you got that part there, which goes on the other side. This part here, with that tab, goes in there. Like so. And then over on this side here, that part there, the tab goes in that hole and you push down on it. Make sure I don't sit in the back. In the hole, push down. There. I can already tell that at an angle. I hope that's right. Okay, I'm going to continue the rest of this, and I'll do the other side too. But before we pause here, just double check that, yeah, it looks like here every notch gets one. Okay? So, yeah. Oh. There's the difference. 1, 2. You gotta make sure you have 2. And this one here has 1, so we've ruined it already. Ah, this one has 2. See that? No biggie. The end of them, one has 1, one has 2 holes. And you want the one with the 2 holes. So, knowing that, let's do another one here. I'll do it up here. So you have this notch here, and it goes in there. Goes in that notch. And on the other side, it goes, man, it's hard to film. Goes in that hole and you push it up in this case, and that should lock it in place. There. Now we got something going. These other two, I'm going to pry out of there very carefully and do it right. Already confused you? After a brief check and go and facts check and whatever, would you believe that, yeah, I guess I still had it wrong. But what it is this one here was over there. I rotated it around because when you want to lay this out, you want to have this sums up real quick, this picture. You want to have there's a bottom gap here. You want that at the bottom. The top has a part right at the top, your top railing. So this side over here, and you can see here, has the 2 holes. This side over here has the rails with the 1 hole on it. So we're back on track. We've got this one here that's going to take the 1 rail, and I'll be back on the other one with the 2 holes. Not 1 rail. 1 hole on that rail, 2 holes on the one that goes on the other side. We got it yet? Okay, so case in point, this one here has, the gap at the bottom. So I can show you there. Right there. This has a notch and a long gap. Meanwhile, at the top, there's a notch about a 1/4 inch from the top. So this side here, being it's on the left-hand side and properly positioned, has the one with the 1 hole here, as opposed to the rail with 2 holes. And, to be even confusing, the 2-hole rail, the other side, has 1 hole. Okay, you see that? Meanwhile, the 1-hole rail This one here, the other side of that one also says 1 hole. Hooray. Now then, slide it in here like so, and that notch on the one side. This side here goes in that tab spot, and press down. There. So, all the ones with 1 hole goes on this side, all the ones with 2 holes go on the mirror side on the other one. Great. Okay, now I'll get to we got that part there. Now, moving on. This part here takes the those structural members I was talking about, these things here. Right? These here go in the bottom with the holes, and these other parts, they go up like so. You want to put these here, these tabs, inward. So, this will go in this corner hole down here, and it slides up, and it makes a clicking noise. Supposedly. I'm going to get a turn upside down here, and yeah, there's a click. See what I did on this corner over here. So you have the corner here, right? Position this thing here again, so the flange is facing in towards the what you're building, and it slides right in this pocket, and you push it down with a click. All right. That is done with that one. Now, stand the whole thing up and repeat it. So, stand up like this and grab this over here, making sure you don't somehow mess up the direction of this, which I don't think you can now. And let's see, find that back one there. Oops. Find it, get it in the pocket. This might be interesting on carpet. See if it goes down. But I just noticed you do gotta be careful. There's tabs on top, so don't turn upside down. Don't mess with the tabs. Okay. There. Both down. Get it kind of not cattywampus, and then click it down. Alright. Look at that. We've got something going. Then the back side. Gotta get the backside piece. Because this right here is needed. And you can tell the top because the top of this has a little flange thing here. It sticks up. That's going to be needed here in a minute. And this right here, you can tell is the front. Well, you can tell this one's the front right here because there's not a hole in it. So I'm going to spin this unit around. And you can see the back part at the top has a hole here. Maybe I should have gotten a white window symbol or something here, but so there's a hole right there, and this unit will have this bottom flange like this, and it goes down to the bottom. And if you notice, it actually had a bend out tab on it too. So this is going to go down the bottom, and it's going to be really dark to see. But inside there, so the bottom of this thing here is that tab. That's going to bend down into a bottom part after it's all put together right. Well, there. Put it in like so, and bend the tabs with your screwdriver. Which is going to look something like this. It's going to be incredibly hard to see. Okay. But it doesn't have to be. If I use a little bit of pixie dust here. Alright, so down here, got that thing there. Got over where it should be. Oops. And I don't know if you can see that now, but take your screwdriver and you push it down in there. And you do it to the backs of the other side too, the opposite side. I can hardly see this. Okay, it's in there. Now then, top one, same thing. Let me swing it around here. Maybe get it so we can see it. See that? Of course not. There. So, you bring this out so it's kind of flush with the back, and then you use your screwdriver to put that tab in the little slot. For that, I'm going to switch to the smaller screwdriver. Yeah. So you bend it in, down, and around some. There. Right. Nice and tight like. And do it to the opposite side too. Making sure it's all squared up at the top. Might have to change the headline. Let's see here. Get this thing off. Okay. Squared up. Bend the tab in there. And down. Okay. That is good. At the bottom. Right now, spin back around here. And next they want the top on. Top, what did I do with that? The top, you have these tabs like this right here. It goes into like a sharp point. And so you approach this from the back side a little bit and you do a little of a slide in action. So it's going to go on top of these things right here. Right here. You can see that flange hopefully. This is going to go right on top of those flanges. Get them on both sides. Alright, and then you push it back. There. Solid. Next, what do we got here? We got probably a drawer or something, hopefully. Ah, no. Next, we flip it over. Ooh. On the side, you have to, but basically, I can tilt it back like this, and shows a flange up here on the top somewhere that you need to get to. Oh, I'm struggling with this one, huh? So let's get the light so we can see something here. Mm-hmm. Right, so this is tough. So if you look up in here, this is going to be tough to zoom in and see, but inside this cavity hole part, you got a tab right up in here. See that? Kind of my thumb is. Basically, there's a tab in there that you have to go in and grab it from this top part and push it down in there. So, like right up in here. There. Pushed it down. And there's one on the other side too. Get in there and push it down. Right. And I believe you bend it underneath the metal there. Great. Oh. Bend it underneath the metal. Okay. Now then, Okay, moving on. Okay, I'm going to have to prepare for this one because this here is a drawer, I think. So, okay, like sometimes, you know, things happen. And in this particular case, when I said you push that tab down, you don't. So I got it back up. There's a tab right here on the top of the case. When you put the lid on, like you do, and you slide it back, this tab goes up and towards the lid into this little spot here, you see. So, try it again here. On like so. Push it back to lock into place. And this time that tab goes up. There we go. And kind of bend up and around the corner and hit the other side with it too. There. That keeps it moving around. Whew. Hope you guys watched this before actually trying to assemble this thing. Okay, now we got some wheel action to do. So, it says you can sit on the side. I'm just going to turn upside down and show you here the business in there. And the wheels are all the same. And they take the pointed screws. Okay, and it looks like there's should be 12 of these screws at least. Because you'll do, first of all, you have this here, and you do a screw in this back hole. The back one along the frame. Right in here. That's going to help strengthen this unit up some. Okay, I would suggest using a hand screwdriver because you want them snug, you don't want ogre strength on that. Then you got your wheel and it places here facing forward, and you'll sink in 2 more screws to hold that wheel in. Okay. Let's see here, line up some holes. And same thing. Nice and snug without stripping anything. Got that one there. And a little shimmy action so you can see what we're working at here. Alright, so you got another hole there to sink a screw in. And this is, you know, real tricky between being snug and stripped out, I think. There, that is good in the front, and then I'll tighten this one here back a little bit more. Alright. Now then, repeat that to the other 4 corners. As in, the screw that would go right here, and then bop bop for the wheels. Nothing for this front one, basically. I'll repeat it. Okay, wheels are turned. Done. So, next let's work on some drawers here, because I got like 6 of them I think put together, and they're interesting because it's this here, these flimsy, metal things. So I'll look for these arrows here, and I believe you bend them so the arrows end up pointing down inside of the drawer, right? Because you have a arrow here, you can see, ever so slightly maybe, arrow, and then the back side, there's going to be no arrow. So on the perforated edges here, arrow here, bend it up. So it's kind of at a right angle, right? You see that? And the other side too, bend it up. And kind of get a little massaging here. And you want like a right angle. So you go like this here. And the covers, the front, right? This is going to be upright so you can drop your piece of paper in here later. Backside, it has those tabs there. See the tab? And what that tab does is it goes in here on the front side of this. There's a little notch at the top, but it basically has this little notch here and then a circle. So I'm going to put this inside here and get that tab in. And I know it's in there because it stays put, but you're not done. There's the metal tab in here now. You bend it, and I like to make sure you kind of pinch this so it's back, and then you bend the tab with your ogre thumb if you got one, or you could use the tip of the screwdriver or something else. Like you can use like little needle nose pliers perhaps. All right, do that one and the other one. Smash. Okay, and that's on there. That front's on there. It actually kind of hooks on the bottom a little bit, and there you go, the front. Now, for the back end side, is this one here. You notice it's flat there, nothing on it, and then side here, and then this right here, you put in. Let's see, back inside. So these metal parts here, they're sticking out. Stick out. You basically want these 2 on the bottom here to go over these notches here and here, and the ones on the sides of this thing right here, there's a notch on each side. So put them like this here, you slide it back, and the lips here should catch on the lips on these. So you might want to squeeze it all together, put it back in there. And you know it's good because if you hold like this, it doesn't release, it doesn't fall out. Now that you got that here, I'm going to take the screwdriver in slotted mode actually, or Phillips, whatever fits. And you just, once again, push these tabs up and maybe twist them up, back, and around. Like so. There. So it's up like that. Over here, do the other side. Give it some pushing up in there. Alright. And then you got this, the top side. Push that up to the window. And the other top side. Like that. Right? So it's even coming down a little bit like this, and that's fine. I even like to kind of, you know, push the whole tab down all the way. So it really kisses those two pieces together. Like so. And on this side here. And I'll do the bottom ones too. Just to make sure. Whoa! Slippery. Bottom ones too. Get those tabs pushed down flat. And that keeps it all nice and together. Tight. There, now we got a drawer. Okay. Repeat that 6 more times and get back to me. Okay, so after we got those all done here, go ahead and take a drawer. And now in the manual they show us as the last step, or close to it, but I'm going to do it now that it's out. Got yourself a little handle on this thing, and 2 of those bolts, right, from before. These little guys without the points. And what we're going to do here is basically, from inside, looking out those holes, we can put our bolts in through there, and basically, you know, just bolt the handle on to the outside of it. Really simple. You know, straightforward. You know, I'm pretty sure you don't ogre strength tighten this stuff. Alright, so you got your bolts here coming out, and handle goes on like so. Only needs a little bit of threading action. Alright. And of course don't cross thread, that's horrible. Okay, so got that like that. And I just kind of get up under here with the screwdriver. Get some twists. You can see maybe it's setting down. And snug. Right? From this angle, looks like that. Get in there and throw it down. And snug. Then, next thing we do is we got these little tabs here on the sides. And we'll go ahead and turn your contraption over, right side up. Like so, right? And you got your rails in here. And basically you have this part right here. It's just going to slide in on there. I'll just put on the bottom one here, slide on a rail. And this is maybe an optional one. If you don't want this thing to just fly out, you know, you got those inner tabs. So once you get it in there, go ahead and bend those inner tabs out. And so here's one here. Just going to bend it out. And there should be one on the other side too. Bend it out. There. That'll keep it from sliding out all the way. Now if you want to remove this thing, I'd say, you know, not do that. Because now I don't see how you can actually get back in there and move them back out. So there we go. And then basically repeat the handle, the tabs, what, 5 more times? 5 more times. Alright, and there you have it. All the drawers are installed. Right. Opens that. You got that locking thing. Slides. Nice friction to it, you know. And that's pretty much it. Oh wait, there's one more part of this. So you have those little front things there, and you put your piece of paper in there. You see, write on it what's in your drawer. I don't know. These can be used for, you know, office furniture maybe. Well, I think it is office furniture, but you know, you can use it for, I don't know. Maybe if you're an apothecary, you can put some of that stuff in there. Hobby stuff, definitely. I'd say it's good for a light duty. And I'll put that tab in there. And you know, light tools, whatever. Light is what I'm saying here, because it's not very heavy, pretty mobile. Seems pretty sturdy once it's all together. It has wheels, which don't work so good on carpet, but they probably would work good on a, you know, linoleum floor or something. Yeah. And that's it. So this here, once again, is the Helmer by IKEA. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And if you like it, give me a thumbs up, would you? Maybe subscribe in case I ever do this other stuff. And thanks for watching. And I am done with this.